Welcome to the front pages of the papers. We do have with us international journalist of repute and, of course, one who bears his mind regardless of what happens on the front pages. We're talking about
party affiliations too. A brave man.
Yes. I mean, Benga, thanks for that. Which way Nigeria?
Yeah.
We're asking which way Nigeria. Yes. We do have our man with us, Mr. Habib Aruna. I'm shocked you've not gotten any. I was expecting that by now there'll be Dr.
No.
PCNFP.
I don't believe in those things.
No, I like what the Ghanaians do. If you have...
I have a chief Alhaji.
Oh, great.
Alhaji. In Nigeria of today, the best thing to have
Mr.
fist to your name is Mr.
Yes, and I like what the Ghanaians are doing. If you have honoris causa, you can't be addressed as a doctor.
No, you cannot.
But we've seen a bastardization in Nigeria.
Everybody here is doctor. Once you go and get doctor, you get your doctor. Benin Republic. You know, after one university, a certain sum, they will give you, and then you now add doctor. I have to do that, so I'll be barrister, doctor. Olive, Emodi.
That's it. That's what it is.
Honestly,
it is what it is.
All these honorary doctors, they will not keep. We will not stop giving you people subs. You must collect your subs.
When all the medical doctors have Japa, is honorary doctors. Honorary doctors and as a wines.
Okay, let's get into the papers this morning.
Trust. Let's start with Daily Trust, please.
All right.
Let's have that on the front page. The Daily Trust.
Because we trust you every day.
Rumpus. I love that word. Rumpus.
Ah, wow. Sweets.
Rumpus.
This is a new word.
In line with what Benga just said.
From an anomaly, it's a rumpus.
It's a rumpus. Rumpus over 712 billion naira Lagos airport renovation contract. Take a look at this. Amount outrageous. Experts say ADC demands suspension. Federal government defense project says funding from subsidy savings. So, hey, there's a lot to ask here, but let's go straight into it. I don't want us to waste time on papers today. Let's have enough time with your analysis. Let's go straight. What's your take on this?
On this rumpus.
First of all, let me appreciate the articulation, the presentation, and what
Benga
just read. You know, it was succinct, apt, and very instructive. Captured everything.
Thank you very much.
I'm
honored.
You know, you now begin to wonder, what? I was asking a question before the program. Are these guys, do they have advisors? Are they thinking? Are they in line? Are they going around the country to listen to what people are saying about their welfare, about cost of living, about insecurity, about economic problem we are having, about unemployment, about youth restiveness and restlessness? Are they feeling it? You know, this man was for the Minister of Aviation was forced yesterday again to go to put something on his X.
Yes.
Justifying it. How can you justify those things? I wasn't thinking that they would tell us that way. Maybe we got a loan from somewhere. They are even using that, justifying it with the money they got from subsidy. I was thinking that the money from subsidy was people's welfare.
They said it's development.
Development for what? Developing the airport? I can't understand, you know.
I mean, the percentage of Nigerians that has ever been to Murtala.
Was the money appropriated? Is it in the budget? Is it the current budget? What is Sunday? They wake up one day and say, "Want to renovate the airport?" It's not complete. I can't understand it. You know, I was thinking that they've come up with enough reason. What do they have to do it? They are every 30 billion pound sterling have been marked to innovate Heathrow, all the best in the world. So they're getting money for it. How much are they making from these airports in Nigeria? Except perhaps Abuja and Lagos. And you are spending so much money and you give it to SCCEC or something. So I think Nigeria should just reject it. The government should listen to what people are saying. The National Assembly should wake up. You know, they should talk to themselves. They don't talk in the open. They talk to themselves behind the curtain. They come, do this thing. We are against it. I don't need to work. I think there are many issues to be resolved. Look at our hospitals. Look at our universities, public institutions, both primary, secondary, and university. They are in bad state. I think these are the things that.
But Mr. Aruna, they also say that
you have not a bogus contract
that the airport looks like somewhere in Libya that has been bombed out. The toilets smell, the air conditioning is poor, is due for renovation. People say yes, that yeah, we need to renovate it.
Besides, the airport is also like one of our branding, exactly, our image,
like
a core part of our identity. These are the places where people who are not Nigerians will visit, and they will have something to see, and then they will now say, oh, Kemi Badenoch was right all along.
You see, I don't have a problem with us, Virginia Airport, which is very key, you know, because we are coming to the country, this is the first thing that you see. But it's about priority, gentlemen and ladies. It's about priority, it's about doing the right thing at the right time. Is it right now? That's what I'm asking. Is it right? Nigerians are some people who are jackpot, and you are spending so much money, you are marking it. Was the money appropriated in the budget? You know, so I think we have to ask questions, you know, that because it's a misplaced, to me, opinion, it's a misplaced priority.
Well, okay. You're not the first
Even if you listen to what Benga just read, don't like what they were saying in Lagos, when the Lagos rail was being constructed, that the money we spent in constructing Lagos rail was double the one they use in Ethiopia. The one that we completed in Ethiopia.
Yes.
So where are we getting all this thing from? Projection from? You see, as you said, I think it's another way of helping the boys. Job for the boy. It's not justifiable. To me, it's condemnable and should be rejected.
Something for the boys. Something for the boys. But then again, if you look at that story, my worry is, just one last question before Olive takes over. My worry is, we've asked a few representatives from the current administration what the subsidy money is being used for, and they tell us outrightly, one, it's used for the governors. The 36 governors have more allocation, a fact. Two, we're also told that the monies are equally used for infrastructure and development, you know. So maybe this is where the monies are going to. Does that mean that, and again, remember that the current coalition party, ADC, has asked for an understanding of how much has really been saved from the subsidy. Correct. Nobody has seen, the government has not released a statement that says, oh, in the past 2.5 years, this is how much we have saved. So now seeing 712 billion and being told that it's from subsidy, that means how much is really in the subsidy funds that you can take away 712? Nigerians, are they not asking? Don't you think we deserve to know?
No, I was thinking that they can justify this spending by telling us that we have a surplus somewhere. You know, that is the money we are giving for a surplus. But if you are removing subsidy, people are paying more for subsidy. They are suffering, excruciating suffering by Nigerians. They are paying more for something. That you are removing that money to go and innovate the airport. You know, no, it's not this. You know, this money should be spent on people's welfare, on hospitals, pay salaries. Look at nurses, doctors, teachers. Public institutions are in a mess. Nigeria do not have a world standard hospital. And you are spending that kind of money to renovate the airport. You know, that can only happen because we have very docile, inactive, and not too considerate National Assembly. A National Assembly that is proactive, that is thinking like us, they won't try this. They won't try this. I think it should be stopped. Okay. If you are listening, it should be stopped. They cannot justify it. All right. The money for subsidy is for us, people's welfare, and to spend as such, not diverting it to innovate one funding bogus airport project. Rumpus. This is a rumpus.
Yeah, it's a rumpus.
Let's see if this rumpus extends to the next story that I share. IPI-NG orders slam Niger governor over order on radio station. This was the governor in Niger State has shut down a radio station. He gave the executive order that they should be shut down because they are inciting Nigerians against the government.
No, I've said it many times, and it's consistently on this program that our governors are becoming increasingly, you know, M+ in their states. You know, Joansi said something. When he asked me a question, that some of the president aides said some of the money, some of the money gotten from subsidy remover was allocated to the various states. Then we know that governments are getting more allocations, you know, every month. What are they doing with it? What are they doing with it? We're asking questions. Apart from few media houses answering questions, some human rights activists answering questions, the state assemblies who are supposed to be holding this government accountable have been sleeping. Ostensibly, because these governments have these assemblies in their pockets. They're asking questions. You know, they are co-conspirators.
They've abandoned their oversight functions.
That is why they are not spending this money in the right way. That's why even the president is concerned that please go to your state. This money we are giving you, make sure it's well spent on people's welfare. They're not doing that. On roads, they're not doing it. On public schools, they're not doing it. On infrastructure, they're not doing it. So, Nigerians are asking questions.
I mean, take a look at Lagos State.
So, if you search it by extension, this government said that they are so powerful. Woke up one day and closed down a radio station. In delusion, closed down a radio station because of the government of the state. It's not, I can't remember it happening during the
military regime.
Yes, the federal government can do that, but not state government. Closing down a radio station. If you are offended with what they are saying,
go to court.
Or report them to NBC.
Yes.
And go to court.
Exactly.
It's a simple thing. You now wake up and not say, go and close it down. That funny mullah in Niger State. What does he know? When people are fighting for democracy in this country, where was he? Maybe he was somewhere in the Republic or somewhere doing nothing. And you wake up one and say they should close down the radio station. No, as expected.
But it's good that the federal government has intervened.
Even the Minister of Information.
Yes.
Don't forget the Minister of Information and him, they are in a tough.
Yes, they don't see eye to eye.
They are both, they are contending political forces in that state. The Minister of Information and the governor. The minister was not looking at him. He allowed people to condemn him and issue a statement that NBC will take a decision. But not for the government.
Professionally done.
It's unconstitutional, it's illegal, or travaillance for the sitting governor to wake up in a drunken manner and close down the radio station. It's wrong.
Sacrilegious.
It's terrible. Okay. There's also conversations yesterday. There were rumors, of course, of the NNPC boss, the new one, Bayo Ojulari. There are rumors about him resigning. We're seeing here the paper's report on uncertainty over Bayo Ojulari's job as NNPCL boss. And I wanted to get your thoughts. It's such a short-lived tenure.
There's no smoke
without fire.
As an insider,
actually, I already heard he had resigned.
Yes.
As at Saturday, I heard he had resigned. And then today we're seeing this.
If you can remember, last week, this man was invited
to the Vanguard newspaper.
No, but still on the Daily Trust.
He was invited to the National Assembly to come and give account.
210 trillion naira missing.
We all know it's not a hidden thing again that NNPC as an institution is a corrupt institution. You are looking for corruption, don't look elsewhere. Go to NNPC. This is a place where they have spent billions of dollars to renovate our refineries and they're not working till now. And nobody is accountable. The last time I checked, the MD of NNPC is in the south drinking tea. In some countries, the man should be in jail by now.
I'm possibly watching you this morning.
Unfortunately, the man is free. You know, if you are saying that, the refineries are not working. But money was earmarked to renovate those refineries for the past 6, 7, 8 years. Where is the money? And who is supposed to explain to us? The NNPC, former NNPC MD, Kyari. Kyari is maybe in the village now, somewhere abroad, or Dubai, resting and relaxing and laughing at us. So why you not invited Ojulari, the current MD, to come and explain? The man said, I just came on board. I'm still looking at the papers. Give me more time to look at the papers and come up with something. So when you now went back, I was told by sources, you now realize that there's so much rot. I cannot cope.
So he wants to resign.
Allegedly. From reports, I report that he threw in the towel.
This is very un-Nigerian. Yes.
And he was told to my friend, go back there, don't embarrass the government.
And as a thoroughbred professional,
absolutely,
he's not a hungry person.
It's not too good for even the president.
It's also not good for I think, both parts, the presidency and also his reputation.
Because it will be embarrassing to the presidency.
That is the main agency. Main
cash cow.
Absolutely. That give us money in this country. And it's in a mess. But I'm not too happy. I'm always despondent when I come up like this to talk about the problem in Nigeria. Every day. Thank God we have the Tigress. Yesterday they won.
Yes.
the fifth time.
Just
That's only
it's almost like
refreshing news.
It's almost like the soundtrack
today is full of negative stories.
It's almost like the soundtrack to Nigeria.
It's unfortunate.
Oliver, I'm sure you're familiar with this song.
Which of the songs? Tell me, my friend.
Problem.
Another
problem.
Oh, okay.
You don't know that song?
Problem. Another problem.
It's
they can laugh over this thing.
It's painful. I mean, if we look at the entire space from the turnaround maintenance on the refineries, it's been said that over $25 billion was spent.
Refineries that many have argued should have been sold.
Zero accountability.
Yes, zero accountability. No arrests, no prosecution. Nobody has been called to come before it. Also recall that the Senate had called for the NNPC MD, the former MD, Kyari, to appear before it, where he did not show up. Not just once, not twice, but I think the third time. And they said, come and explain to us what's really going on. Now, guess what? I do recall the month in August, he did show up, and he said, don't worry, the Port Harcourt refinery will be up and running. Nigerians, get ready. It didn't go up and run.
It didn't go up and run.
It did not up and run. It was up and running.
No, it did not. Until September, October, where they now came up with that bottle. And said, look, we're ready. And then there was this, let's be honest, let's call it, that's a charade.
I mean, it's a charade. It's a national deceit. And people need to pay for that. But the CFO of NNPC under Mele Kyari, in fairness to the EFCC, they've called him in for questioning, but we don't know the latest. They're doing their investigation.
You cannot be holding the CFO when the head is free.
No, he's the one that says
but he gets approval from the head.
Current NNPC MD, Odulari, also was evasive.
He hasn't showed up till now. He hasn't showed up.
Until they issued warrant of arrest for that showed up last week. So they're hiding something from us.
Okay.
In all this mess, unfortunately, we don't have an active National Assembly.
All right. I want us to quickly...
The National Assembly is active. All the things will not happen.
All right. I want us to take
people will be held accountable.
Let's quickly take another paper as we're fast running out of time, the Nigerian Tribune, and see what the front page is saying. Still, everyone talking about the questioning of the FEC's approval of 712 billion naira for airport upgrade. Renovation wasteful misplaced priority, ADC says, is a strategic investment in nation's aviation infrastructure, Keyamo says Lagos terminal rebuilding to be funded with subsidy removal gains. Now, going on, still continuing, we have 2027, Tinubu's loyalist group revive structures. IPI demands immediate reopening of short radio station in Niger. NDLEA intercepts cocaine, tramadol consignments in vehicle side mirrors. Hey! At Lagos Airport.
Wow.
Now they're moving cocaine in vehicle side mirror.
Yes.
These people will never stop being creative. You see, this is why, by the grace of God, I hope I can continue to say that I would never carry anything for anybody. Don't give me.
It's better safe than sorry.
Better send it to your,
Use a courier.
Well, sometimes I carry, but if I have to carry, it's like clothes, open everything up, let me see. Honestly, at the airport, I remember one time someone said, please help me look after your box. I said, I'm not helping you. I'm so sorry. I'm wicked like that.
Yeah, the best way to that, let me look after your box. No, give it to the attendants.
Simply.
They're there. They will help you.
Don't help me. It's just really sad because this is how some people would carry side mirror. Say, oh, my family member's side mirror is broken. Just help me. I bought it for them. Originally, it's cheaper. You don't know you are transporting.
A young footballer that was executed in Singapore many years ago. Tragic story. President Obasanjo tried to intervene. He was just somebody, similar story. Look after this, and they had to. It's death penalty.
Really sad because in many countries in Asia, once you're caught, it's no going back.
Yeah.
Okay. Common sweeteners may be accelerating puberty in kids. That's interesting. Northern marginalization substantiate your allegation. MBF challenges ACF and Northern elite. My vow to serve one term, sacrosanct. Obi says. He says purposeful leadership doesn't require eternity to deliver. Find a job to do.
You're right. I mean, look at President Tinubu's first term. He hasn't even completed his first term.
No.
In just 2 years, the Falcons have won the African Nations Cup, and the Tigers have won the Afro-Basket. So
wow.
We are being sacrosanct.
Yes. Okay, we'll talk about that, and then let me just say the two headlines at the top and we're done. By-elections, SDP kicks against rejection of candidates. Heads for court says decision illegal, unconstitutional. Find a job to do ahead of 2027, APC tells El Rufai.
Wow.
Your utterances distracting Tinubu.
What means is working?
No, I mean,
They say, what's up with one niche?
They're not comfortable with it's a sound and consistent criticism of what the government is doing. I don't forget that every the same thing when Yaradua was in charge. Late Yaradua was in charge. Every was very vociferous in criticizing the government and its policies and programs. You know, so every is in a familiar terrain. You know, trying to put the government on its toes. If you're not comfortable with what he's saying, respond to what he's saying. Don't attack his
with facts.
With facts. You know, he's playing his politics.
Do you think, in hindsight now, looking at the way things have panned out,
he's getting the game.
Do you think the APC regrets not having him as a minister on their side? Because he was part and parcel of the Tinubu campaign. I remember him at Chatham House when they were all seated, and the moderator asked Mr. President some questions, and he said, look, one of the best gifts I have is the gift of delegating. And he said, Nancy, answer that question. So after Nancy answered that question, at Chatham House, he now came to Nigeria, they did not give him ministerial.
Even before then, before the campaign, the president made a speech in Kaduna, and was telling everybody in public glare.
Yeah.
Promise us that we are not checking out for PAD. We are staying with us.
Wow.
We win the elections. That I will not leave this stage until you promise us that you are not going out. We are not traveling. Everybody left his seat, came to the president on the stage, and promised the award. So that kind of man was dumped because of intra-politics within the party.
So this criticism, is it coming out of vengeance?
No.
Is it personal?
It's a natural thing. It's a natural occurrence. You know, and corollary. Somebody campaigned for you. His name was penciled down to be a minister of power. You know, all of a sudden, was dropped. You know, he went back to the drawing board and said, okay, what do I do? I've been messed up. It's time for payback.
But wasn't the president's fault now that
but he has the final say. The president has the final say.
The final say is the consequence of dropping him.
It's not the president that has the final say. Jehovah has the final say.
The likes of Ebufai,
I mean,
to me,
in political gambit and the game.
Absolutely. The life of Ebufai, to me, is better to have him inside than outside.
Okay.
If inside you can control him, when it's outside, you are your own.
Because it's very articulate.
I like us to look at this story. My vow to serve one term sacrosanct. I don't know if you're familiar with the brawl that's been going on between the former CBN governor Soludo.
Two great sons of Anambra
as executive governor, and then that of the former governor, where they've been going back and forth.
See, when people look at Obi and say, Obi is faking what they say, I want to tell them that when I was group news editor and group political editor of Daily Independent, I've had occasions of meeting Obi, both in Noka Government House and in Lagos. And I can tell you categorically and emphatically, Mr. Peter Obi is not faking anything. When Obi was governor of Anambra State, went to visit Obi. Obi, after having dinner with him, there was no time to retreat to the dinner, to eat dinner with him. When we got to the dinner table, Obi was standing wearing
an apron
and serving us. Peter Obi was wearing an apron and serving us then. So I just tell people, I caught some people when the thing was going on, the controversy. I said, this man is not faking. I've known him.
Let's not lie. Which we
then at an event, around 2 o'clock in the morning, when he was governor with Sharaki, Miko, and Tambua, they were in Lagos, Protea Hotel, to justify the removal of subsidy. It was 2 p.m. in the morning, 2 a.m. in the morning. And we were restless, and I was the leader of the team. And I said, I'm going. I can be very stubborn. Obi called me to a corner. I said, please, we'll finish in minutes. And I talked to your wife. I called my wife, Yabiji. Obi, speak with her. He's not faking anything. People don't understand him. It's not politics anyway. But on one time, Mandela, the most important figure that came out of Africa in the past century, Mandela staff for 1 term. His name is in gold, etched in gold. When Obi said I will start 1 term, I believe him. And meanwhile, he was trying to tell them that I won't stay there forever. Part of the bargaining, this thing, I will start for 1 term if you allow me. So Soludo is playing politics with it. He doesn't understand what is going on. He doesn't understand the man. And I'm not, personally, my children are fans of Obi. But I'm an APC person. And I voted for Tinubu. But I'm telling you now, because I don't want to sacrifice my dignity and integrity for anything, that this man is not faking it. He's saying the right thing. And I'm not saying it should be, if you want, it's no problem. But
do you see this?
He's not faking it.
Do you see this, their squabbles ending anytime soon? I mean, 2 great sons of Anambra.
No. Soludo is very intelligent. He's a first-class guy, Usuka, economics. But that does not make him a good politician or a good governor. You know, that does not translate to good governance. I'm trying
just the way we had the professor in Rivers State, I believe, that used to have interesting names for his budgets.
I
remember.
Oh, yeah. He should show us his achievements. I'm not questioning the character and the person.
I agree.
Okay. So when you said 1 time, it's possible to do it in 1 time. If you know what, if you are purposeful and you have the vision to do it, it's a possibility.
Okay, do you want to congratulate the Tigresses for winning?
Absolutely.
And do you expect the same amount that was given to
No. That'd be difficult.
No?
Why?
Is it that basketball is the lesser sport?
Why? It's a tall order.
So why?
Because I was not comfortable with $100,000 they gave the Falconers. I was not comfortable with it. That was too much, given our economic distress. We are not too buoyant in Nigeria. In the 70s, when we have enough money, that can be done. Not now, which I can give them a lot of money and houses and even national honors. But we don't have the resources now. The Tigers will be honored, but I don't expect the president to give them, to open the purse for them and give them that kind of money. Again,
well, he already set a precedent. He has to maintain the energy.
No, but it doesn't matter. They can be rewarded. They can be appreciated. Not necessarily with that kind of money and what they gave the Falconers.
It's like you are borrowing and then you are still spraying.
Thank you.
You are living big man life.
So,
the
case of Oya
that's what they call boropos.
All right. I think it's important that we also take this as a story in the corner of the Vanguard. Every other story we've taken this morning. But in the bottom left corner of the Vanguard, killings. Benue leaders seek EU, UK, US intervention. We're still back to the subject matter of killings again. And if you go to the Daily Trust, bottom left corner again of the Daily Trust newspaper, you see bandits raid 16 Zamfara villages, kill 5, abduct many. You see how those, again, I would always say, just like little.
Is that not the same Benue that they had an emergency town hall meeting?
So no, this one is Zamfara. So this one is Zamfara village.
So it's almost like a wild, wild state, the wild, wild west. Because you have these bandits on motorcycles, they're vast, ungovernable areas where they have become authorities to themselves. Just last week, they kidnapped some people and killed those who could all pay ransom. So it's almost like the government can't man every square kilometer.
But at the same time, we should appreciate the government, federal government. We should appreciate the soldiers, the military men who are in those places, who are in the bush fighting there. They should be appreciated. In fact, they should be applauded by Nigerians. If they are not there, we can't be safe in our homes. I think they are doing their best. But is it good enough? That's the question. Is the money you have made for those things being spent on it? That is the question. Are people accountable? That's the question. So we should keep on pushing them and appreciating what they are doing. But there is always room for improvement in terms of security.
I agree with you. I think there's also a story that broke yesterday that the Nigerian military actually reached success over the weekend. They were able to meet face-to-face, eye-to-eye, combat-to-combat with some of these militants or these insurgents, and were able to, they
were
neutralize them.
I think the media, even though we are expressing reservation, reflecting what people are saying. At the same time, we should appreciate these military men
yes.
who are fighting these bandits and terrorists.
Yes.
Keep on appreciating them.
They were also able to recover some arms. That was in a clearance operation in Borno State. And that was a good one. We also had some who achieved success last week as well, upper week. So maybe little by little, but then again, we also would like for Nigerians to know that while the story is making the rounds that there's a lot of attacks on these villages, the military is also on the ground achieving some form of success. And I think that's a good one.
But it will have been worse. They're not there. They're not up and coming. When Jonathan was the president of Nigeria, Nigerian president, but at that time, then governor of Vanguard State, now vice president, Shetima, was complaining. He was just making noise and without looking at the realities on ground. Then, Jonathan now intervened. What are you talking about? If I remove the police and soldiers in your state, you guys are finished. So those guys should be appreciated. They do their best to secure you and your people. The man kept quiet. So, and we should, even the policemen on the street at night when we sleep in our houses, they are also working, even though they are not perfect. So they should be appreciated.
All right. Thank you so much for joining us. I think we might have been done with all the stories.
Yeah, I think we can look at Vanguard, the front page, a powerful one. We have just a few minutes.
Yes, that silent killer story.
Silent killer.
Yes.
Soaring drug costs, ignorance, fueling hypertension, deaths. Over 41 million Nigerians at risk as hypertension cases surge, and I agree, recently lost a loved one as well. Patients forced into deadly drug holiday as treatment becomes unaffordable. Experts warn of national emergency as sudden death spike nationwide. We're addressing problem federal government says. What's your take on this?
I was thinking that I'm still hoping that we should put the DG of NAFDAC on the hot seat for her to answer some questions regarding this headline of Vanguard. I lost someone yesterday. Oh. Yes. Oh. My stepmom and her sister. Oh. Very, very beautiful. Very dutiful. I mean, and a darling. 75 years old. Anytime she watches me on this program, she always very happy and send me test. I'm going to bury her this morning. In a ladder. So if she had an attack, they gave her some medication without the hospital, and she died a few minutes after. So not unconnected to what we are discussing. So I think it's not a joke. It's not a very serious matter. When people buy fake drugs, when they are not original, when they are not. I mean,
it's bad enough that people are sick and then you now take fake
drugs. It's very, very bad.
Have the doctors and nurses
inimical to the health of individuals and the nation itself. So now that should be up and doing. That should not be sleeping at all.
Very sad.
I think this is the worst we've had in a long while.
And these guys are making billions from it, unfortunately. Making billions from selling fake drugs. I don't know what is wrong with us. And on Sunday morning and Friday afternoon, they go to the mosque or the church, to go and pay. So we should not stop crying and stop shouting. We should stop selling fake drugs. It's a very good story.
And then again,
raise our sensibilities and
I think that will be a special here on Breakfast because we're looking into it to ensure that we look into the medical sector. Yes, it's really sad. And then again, the president had mentioned that they are duty free on drugs and so on for those who are bringing. But it seems like it's not been implemented because the prices of, for asthma patients, getting inhalers is still high. And then people who have to take the drugs, if you go to the very respected pharmacies, they're very expensive. So what's happening to the duty free?
But some of us who are hypertensive, it's not too expensive.
Okay.
It's not too expensive. High sugar, diabetes, not too expensive. Manageable level. Yes, it's not too expensive. But my concern is them selling fake drugs. That is not what is good. It's not good at all. They should monitor them and make sure they don't
Exactly. Somebody whose salary is 45,000 naira.
No, I know why I say they're not expensive. I know why.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, we have to wrap up. We've come to the end of today's show. Mr. Aruna, thank you for joining us this morning.
Thank you so much.
And thank you to everyone who's joined us, our guests, our audience, and those who are watching via YouTube. Thank you very much for being a part of Breakfast Central. It's such a pleasure to have had you join us today. As we wrap up, want to say we hear that today is a celebration of Chief James Onanefe Ibori, who was the former governor of Delta State, and we said happy birthday to Chief James Onanefe Ibori, popularly referred to as the Ogidigbo of Africa. This is where we wrap up today's show. We'll see you again tomorrow. My name is Olive Emodi.
Happy birthday, sir. My name is Benga Borough, and the name of the governor I was trying to remember was Professor Ben Ayade.
Happy birthday, sir.
Professor Ben Ayade, who gave us budget of deep vision, budget of infinite transposition, budget of kinetic crystallization.
You know why?
Budget of Kabbalistic symmetrification, budget of Olympic merrymasses.
What did they do? What did all of that do?
Because he's a man of deep insight. He's a spiritual man. Please don't speak ill
Thanks
of
for
my,
watching
of my pastor.
Lagos and beyond. Thanks.
All right,
And
bye.
please,
Bye, everyone.
thank
See you
you. Join us tomorrow.